Namaste, everyone. Namaste.
Namaste, Daaji.
Oh, I'm seeing Hari again, Hari Prasad. Namaskaram, sir.
Namaste, Daaji. Namaste, Daaji.
Bagunara.
Bagunarandi. So we'll start, Daaji. We have formal introduction for you.
Okay.
Namaskaram. Greetings to all. I'm Hari Prasad Reddy Lingala, Secretary, American Telugu Association. For the past 30 years, ATA has been conducting several programs and activities as part of its service to the Telugu community. However, today, ATA is taking pride and immense pleasure for taking this to a new level by introducing heartfulness meditation to its members and to their families and friends. I'm honored to introduce Reverend Daaji, the global guide of Heartfulness Institute to our ATA community. Reverend Daaji's love for the Telugu community is reflected through in accepting our invitation to join us today to enlighten us at the late hours in India, and also in his accomplishment in establishing the world's largest meditation center filled with immense greenery right in Hyderabad, Telangana, known as Kanha Shanti Vanam, a place of peace. The greatest asset of Heartfulness Institute is Brahmahuti, which is transmitted generously from the Guru to all to find peace and balance in human heart. We welcome you all to experience this unique energy with Reverend Daaji. Reverend Daaji, we are grateful that you could join us today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So are we ready to begin meditation, Hariji?
Yeah, Reverend Daaji, you can enlighten us with few words of your wisdom, and then we can go into the meditation as you wish, Reverend Daaji.
Okay, okay. This is a simple Raj Yoga practice of meditation. We meditate on the heart, thinking of presence of divine, which is already there in our heart, and from within, that Antaryamin we call, godly presence we call, or Atman we call, keeps guiding us all the time through the heart. No, that's why our elders keep telling us, listen to your heart. That means is listen to the Antaryamin who is present within us. Through meditation, we are trying to experience the presence, sensitizing our heart to that presence and trying to listen to that presence all the time. That guide, the Guru, is within us only. See? How many times it has guided us, the inner voice. We all know, whenever we don't listen to our heart, can you recall how we have failed? And whenever we listen to the heart, we always are blessed with success. To cut the whole story short, admiring that inner presence is everything. We remain grateful during meditation. Often we spoil our meditation by imagining God in certain way. That God is like, raised hands or with 1,000 hands or 1,000 legs, or is flying in the air, or with beautiful colors. But these are all artistic, dramatic imaginations from the movies. Who has really seen God? Even while they walked on this planet as Avatar Purusha, like Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, Buddha, Lord Jesus. How many could recognize? Even his best friend Arjuna had a hard time recognizing Lord Krishna as Avatar Purusha. He had to reveal that, look who I am. Then he could believe that, yes, oh, this is my friend, but he's actually a god, say. But that was a favor Lord Krishna showered him with. Now, how are we going to get that favor with the qualities that we have in us today? Do you think you, as who you are, or we all as who we are, would you do a business with a person like yourself? I'm asking a very straight question. Would you trust a person who is exactly like you in business, and would you do a business like that? That shows who you are. So, in order to understand even the godly presence, we have to confess one thing. My Lord, I don't know you. This has to be confessed first. And if you had known him, then you need not meditate at all. Is it enough to say God is present? On what grounds do we say or make claims that God is present? It's a borrowed knowledge from parents, from books, from traditions, from priests, that God is present. Okay. And when someone says, I don't believe in God, I think they're quite honest because they have not experienced the godly presence. So, what's the difference between a person who believes and a person who does not believe? Person who does not believe, he has a good reason that I have not experienced. But those who believe in God, they thrive on such claims, on borrowed knowledge. It is okay, nothing bad about it. But beautiful thing would be if I can experience the presence of God, and that's why meditation. In meditation, we incrementally experience the presence. To the extent we become purer, to the extent we can tolerate that purity, to that extent, purity will engulf us. So the whole idea is to maintain that purity in our heart. And purity can be accelerated with a fuel called love. We become more and more loving. That's a sign that you are becoming divine, godly in nature. You see, if you meditate on money, it's okay. You will earn a lot of money perhaps. Constantly thinking of something attracts. Why not God? When we constantly think of God in our heart, one day a time will come, we'll be able to experience that presence. So with that hope and with that prayer, I would request you to remain neutral to this, that my God, please help me if you are there. Please help me experience your presence in my heart. I am ready to experience. And from my side, what can I do? I will pray. We all pray together. And I'll pray also that we all receive this prana that God naturally showers on all of us. We all experience that, and let me know how you felt at the end of the sitting. Okay. So if you are all ready, we begin meditation. It will take us about 20 minutes or so. Okay. Please think of the presence of divine light in your heart. Try to hold on to this thought. If other thoughts do come, or if your phone troubles you, switch off your phone now, so the rings will not disturb or vibrations may not disturb. If thoughts do come, let them come, but remind yourself that you're meditating now. Okay. So let's all meditate. That's all. Basically. Some of you may have meditated for the first time. To properly get introduced to the heartfulness way, you need a few more meditation sessions. I would be very happy to conduct, but I would wish that you would also interact with persons like Srimati Uma Mullapudi, Krishna Linga, Madhava Reddy, you have Dr. Ravi Mullapudi, and there are many such trainers in North America, in many places. In order to know any trainer living in your neighborhood, kindly contact Sister Uma Mullapudi. She will accordingly guide you also. If you have any specific question on meditation, please, I'll be happy to answer.
Daaji, thank you so much. And starting from today, every Sunday, we planned this for ATA members, not only ATA members, for all wider, larger Telugu community. From 11 to 11:30 every Sunday, Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
Uma Garu will be guiding this meditation training us through this. And today we have about 360 families joined us in this session. They're watching their webinar. And we are sure this will multiply as the attendees reap the benefits from this, from these sessions. And we will send a message to all participants to direct their questions, any questions that they have to us. So we will summarize and present that to you, and then we can answer them in a FAQ kind of format, so they know.
Okay.
So if it is okay with you, we'll follow that.
Yes, perfect.
That Harigaru, you want to ask the questions that came?
Yeah, we are collecting all the questions and we'll compile and present to Daaji in the end, in the later sessions. We'll be having these sessions every week, every Sunday from 11 to 11:30 through Uma Garu will be guiding us. And also we have all their emails that we'll be distributing. We'll present these answers to them as we collect the questions also.
Okay.
So that way. Yeah.
Jansi has a question. Jansi, you have a question. You unmuted.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Namaste. Andarki namaskaram. I am Jansi, oncologist practicing in Dayton for past 20 some years. Active member of our Telugu Association locally, MATA, and MBAP, Indian Physician Organization in Dayton, with the mission of serving our community the best we can. I feel truly blessed to be part of this event today, and overwhelmed for this opportunity. I'm a beginner to meditation, working with Umagaru for past couple of years. My constant struggle is to maintain a routine, try to meditate routinely. Is it important to have a routine to meditate? And also, how important is it to have a routine in our daily activities? One other question, how do you resolve or dissolve your ego and resolve the concept of me and myself?
Too many questions, Jansi, too many questions.
I think I have a bigger list than this.
I can begin with this routine aspect. Do you have children?
I have 2 children, a son and a daughter,
How old are they?
20 and 17.
Oh, wow. That is good. So haven't you learned any lessons about being in routine? Didn't you fight with them when they were off their routine?
That never stopped.
Right. So,
Fight
but
never stopped.
fortunately for us, God doesn't complain. Then why did you break your routine about remembering me or worshiping me? Because his thing is, he has given us the total freedom. Unlike us, we boss around our children and you say, you do this or else, God doesn't do that to us. He would like to have willing participants in this game of bhakti, in this game of love. He wouldn't call it love if it is enforced. Willing participation is a must. And when you are willing to do something means you love it. And when you love it, how can you break that routine? Breaking the routine only means you don't like it. Or you have not understood the importance of. It's like you're regularly taking your blood pressure medicine because the day you don't take it, you will feel the pinch of irregular blood pressure or other problems that you may have. Same thing with meditation. We need to make it a routine, a very regular routine. If you love it. If you don't, then it's a different matter altogether. And the results will depend upon our efforts. Efforts speak volume, Nancy. As far as ego is concerned, love dissolves all egos. When you love someone, even when you dislike certain habits, again, bringing back to the story of children, you dislike their habits, but do you stop loving them? You don't. Likes and dislikes are somehow they reflect our state of ego. Love is all about lack of ego. It dissolves the ego. The other comes in as a more important individual than myself when you love someone. When we love God, automatically I take a back seat. I-ness or my-ness, it takes a back seat automatically. But can I push myself? No, you can't. You can't artificially say, I have dissolved my ego. But little by little, it goes away. When we meditate, for example, my best experiences are when my ego is not in the way. Even the idea that I am meditating has to go away. And you just are there as an emptiness. And when one emptiness merges with the another emptiness, it's like merging with God. See? He never enforces his presence. It is that zero. And when we become akin to that zero-ness, we begin to start dissolving our presence in that infinity. So ego has to somehow sublimate, allow it to sublimate on its own. We have continuous help of our Guruji, and he will help us also in this adventure, inner adventure. Our job is only this much. We meditate in the morning and we do the evening cleaning process, which eventually you will all come to get exposed to. And these two processes, and of course, at night bedtime, when we offer prayer to God, somehow magical thing happens inside us. We slowly begin to change. In place of ourselves, the higher self comes into the picture, godly presence. So I would not force myself to remove the ego all of a sudden. Ego is not such a bad thing also. When Dr. Ravi says that, oh, I'm a doctor, it's a statement of fact. There is no ego about it, see. But if a person like myself says, oh, I'm a doctor, and I'm not a doctor, then it's a lie, see. But if Dr. Ravi Mullapudi says, there is nobody better than me in Dayton, then that is arrogance. That is a bad ego. But if he as a doctor says, I like to become a better physician, I would like to serve my patients better, my communities better, then this ego is productive ego. So it's a positive ego. It's helpful ego. So, many people say ego is bad. No, don't think it's so. Similarly, many people say mind is bad. No, mind is not bad. It depends on me, how I use my mind. I can plan to rob someone. I can plan to kill someone. That's also the play of the mind. I can use my mind to serve others. I can read, I can write, I can help others with my mind. That's the evolutionary use of the mind. So nothing in nature is bad. It depends on us. I think enough of question today. And you can
Daaji,
send, yeah.
Daaji, there are quite a few questions that are coming in. If you have time, at least maybe 2 or 3 more questions. Is it okay?
Oh, please go ahead. I don't want people to get fed up on the first day itself.
No. See, one of the questions I'm reading from top to bottom. No, we would love to have your words of wisdom, Daaji. So we can sit all day today here listening to you. There's no, it will be our pleasure. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
How can we know that we have experienced Brahmahuti during meditation? Is one of the questions from Nitin Teja.
Okay. At the end of the meditation, how do you feel? Is there a difference? You see, it's like this. How was my mental state before meditation? And compare it with how you feel at the end of meditation. That difference is the effect of Brahmahuti.
Yeah. And there is one more question for the first timers, Daaji. What is the best way to avoid the constant thoughts coming in, brush them away, and keep our mind blank during meditation?
Well. We are trying to train our mind. It's not going to happen right away. Slowly and slowly, we will be able to train our mind so that it begins to think based on my intentions. Right? Best is not to fight with our mind. Allow it to wander, allow it to venture. But as and when you feel that I have gone too far away from this noble idea of meditation on the divine presence, that is good enough. Recalling why you are meditating helps us a lot. It keeps us focused. So when you have gone too far from this idea of presence of divine light, remind yourself that, look, I am meditating right now. And slowly we train our mind like that. You see, when we use our mind, that is 24 hours, and out of this 24 hours, let's say you are sleeping 8 hours, you're left with 16 hours. Do we try to regulate mind even for 2 minutes during those 16 hours? All those 16 non-sleeping hours, we let it wander like a mad dog. And you want to tie it up and say, now you sit quietly for a few minutes. Year after year after year, for 16 hours every single day, you have let it loose and let it bark. I think it takes time to regulate it. So give yourself time, and I assure you, within a week, we will be able to regulate the mind.
And one more question, Daaji.
Jihari.
It's from someone. 1/3 of our life we spend in sleep. What exactly happens there? As we are unconscious, are we in our pure consciousness?
When we do sleep, our consciousness merges with our soul when we are in the deep sleep state. That's all I can say so much. How are you going to prove it? You can't. You can't prove it. And that's why when we have a deep sleep, you always wake up afresh. It's like, your iPhone battery is fully charged. So we get charged up when we have a deep sleep. If you have a disturbed sleep, the same thing will not happen.
Yeah. There's another question, Daaji.
Ji.
Sometimes I find it hard to come out of this very gripping state. Also, it just gets more intense and guides. That's from Kamika Chandra.
You mean this experience becomes more intense? Is it?
Yeah, she says it's very hard to come out of this very gripping state, and it just gets more intense. And so maybe she's looking to find a way to, I don't know exactly.
No. Let her enjoy it. I should congratulate you. Please continue. Let it be more intense. God gives us such opportunities, such blessings. He showers us with so much of gripping experiences in meditations. And you like to remain in that state for a long time. So try to savor that condition. I'm very happy I would not offer you any answer to it because I accept for my prayers and my happiness. I have nothing else to say, and I must congratulate you for that.
Thank you so much, Daaji. We're honored with your presence.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Vanam.
you, brother. Thank you, Harigaru. Thank you, everyone, and stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
Madhuri Denna or Uma Garu, do you want to make some concluding statements before we close the program? As we keep every Sunday, this will be on, right? Maybe Madhuri Denna and Uma Garu can say some few concluding statements.
Would do left to Uma Garu to say it, but other than saying this is the best thing in my life that I have been practicing this for 30 some years. If anybody is so close to my heart, dear to my heart, if I want to offer something so precious, this practice, free for all, there's no cost involved, and just a willingness, mere willing to try, to experience, this is the best thing that I could offer. I'm so happy that many 300 some families seems to be participating in today's. I'm so happy, and we will continue to have it every week. Uma Garu, you may want to conclude if any comments from you.
Yeah, we are very grateful to revered Daaji and also to you, Brother Madhva, for making this meeting happen. So our Telugu community in the US can benefit from this precious gift. What revered Daaji poured today, we may not know at this moment. Because when I met Babaji Maharaj when I was 16, I did not know what he did for me. But today I am grateful. So when the great masters, they come and they pour the transmission, we may not know at this moment. But I can assure you from the heart, what we received today is a very precious moment with revered Daaji, that all of us Telugu community of North America should be grateful and we should be proud. And we are all here to serve our brothers and sisters from our Telugu land. We will offer this every Sunday at 11 a.m. We will be here. Give it a chance, give it a try. Come and meditate with us just for 20 minutes to half an hour and see for yourself how it can make a difference in your heart and your mind and in our lives. So this is out of the conviction that we are able to say. And we are very grateful to you, Hariprasad Garu and our ATA team for making this possible so our people can benefit from this peace. And also, it is no coincidence that when revered Babuji, our Guruji, when he started the work, he started the spiritual work from the Deccan Plateau, which is Hyderabad. And that is where the biggest ashram, Kanha Shanti is now. And it's hundreds of acres of land with greenery and to serve humanity. So people can really find that speck of that peace. We are all missing that one speck of that peaceful, silent moment. And it started in Andhra. So as members of our state, members of the Telugu community, even though heartfulness is for entire humanity, today we are gathered here as Telugu members. We should take this opportunity and benefit from this sacred presence of a great master on the planet Earth who is able to transmit this to all of us. So that is all I can say. Thank you, Harigaru, and entire ATA team and the entire panel for making this happen. Thank you all.
Thank you, Magaru. Thank you so much.
How
We
do
can
you,
conclude the session.
I just want to share, I'm sorry my camera stopped working, but just want to share some of my experience. I've been practicing with the Madhavanna last year during the pandemic time. You know, all beginners, my message, it takes